This week we'll be talking about Kia, Apple, Hermes, Green Motion, Facebook, Air New Zealand and Japan's strange hotel. Welcome to
This Week in CES with customer experience rockstar James Dodkins.
So this week, today in fact, sees the most important sporting event in the American sporting calendar take place. The Puppy Bowl. The Puppy Bowl the Super Bowl. And every year, potential and current customers excitedly wait for the commercials, which have become as much of a spectacle as the game itself. Now, I was going to do this whole section on Super Bowl ads, and then I saw the Kia advert, and now I feel bad. Take a look for yourself.
Right now, companies everywhere are choosing celebrity endorsers for their big game ad. Millions will be paid, just like any other year. But what if it wasn't? What if a few of those celebrity paychecks got set aside to help unfamous people? What if this year in some way it was about the rest of us?
So instead of spending millions on celebrity endorsements, Kia will be putting that money towards scholarships for underprivileged kids throughout America, making every other company look like shallow, greedy, selfish scumbags. Look, I'm glad that Kia have done this because it's really easy to get sort of caught up with the glitz and glamour of the Super Bowl. But I'm also glad that all of the other companies did normal adverts too, or it would have been really, really boring. So thanks, Kia. I have to find a bunch of other content now. Moving on, Apple notoriously don't exhibit at CES, the technology expo, but this year they made their presence felt, taking large advertising space opposite the venue. In the advert, they say, "What happens on your iPhone stays on your iPhone," taking a dig at the countless technology companies who have been hit with privacy scandals. In other news, Apple have been hit with a privacy scandal as there is a flaw in their FaceTime software that has allowed for brief eavesdropping, even if the recipient did not pick up. In some cases, the device would even send video without the other party's knowledge. We reached out to Apple for comment, but they didn't answer the phone. Luckily, we could still overhear them saying that they are aware of the issue and have identified a fix that will be released in a software update later this week. In other news, delivery company Hermes has come under fire yet again as yet another video of a disastrous delivery has surfaced. Take a look. The team and I here at This Week in CX feel that Hermes haven't really been given a fair chance to explain the issues, so we decided to follow a Hermes delivery driver for the day and see how they work firsthand. So my name's Dave and I've been delivering for Hermes for 5 days now. Like I say, it's hands down, without a shadow of a doubt, the only job I've ever had. And well, what do I like about it, you ask? Well, you know, people order lots of things online, like stuff for their anniversary or stuff for their kid's birthday, or, you know, sometimes just stuff to make them feel better if they're feeling a bit down. And knowing that I'm a little part of that, you know what, it makes me feel like I'm more than a delivery driver. Wait there, I've got a package to deliver. Like Santa Claus every day. Moving on. Green Motion is one of the UK's largest car hire companies, and this week they have been accused of overcharging customers for damage and even charging customers for pre-existing damage. A whistleblower at the company said that they were heavily incentivised to find and charge heavy fees for damage. The Green Motion CEO said, "We are not aware of any franchise that is incentivising their staff to find damage." So not that it doesn't happen, just that they don't know about it. Is that worse? It seems worse. A former Green Motion employee said, that when a customer walked in, their first thought would be, how much can we get out of this person? And I'm sure that everybody out there, especially in the banking, insurance, low-cost airline and payday loan industries, would agree that this is a totally unacceptable way to treat your customers. Look, in all honesty, I'm shocked. A car hire company overcharging people. What next? Facebook having millions of fake profiles. Next, Facebook has been accused of having millions of fake profiles. This week, Mark Zuckerberg's former classmate Aaron Greenspan published a report claiming that more than half of Facebook's accounts were fake. To be fair, I'm not really actually even sure if Mark Zuckerberg is a real person, so to expect him to weed out the fake profiles, probably a bit much to ask.
But it is going to bother you because you're human, and I was human. I am human.
Look, I think it's true, it must be. I write to loads of people on Facebook and almost all of them ignore me. Now I know why it is. It's got nothing to do with me. Fake profiles. In other news, this week a flight in New Zealand was so turbulent that every single passenger got their money back. The flight in question was hit by 110-mile-an-hour crosswinds. The turbulence was so bad that 20% of the customers were reportedly vomiting. Now that's data analytics put to good use there. As a result, Air New Zealand refunded every single customer in a really nice gesture, considering that the turbulence wasn't really their fault. However, I have always wondered, if you're in turbulent air, can't you just go into another bit of air? There's a lot of it, look, there's some more air, can we just go and fly in that bit? No? Is that not how it... In other airline news, following on from last week's update on British Airways showing a video of a gospel choir singing on board a flight, other airlines seem to be following suit. Ryanair shared a similar video on social media showing music students from St Brendan's College in Killarney who had their instruments ready while taking a flight from London to Kerry. The result was a fantastic rendition of Step It Out Mary, which has since gone viral. Check it out. This interesting trend is set to continue as other airlines try similar PR activity, and it makes you wonder where it might end. So, for example, as the creative stakes increase and airlines try and outdo each other, we might see full-blown theatrical musicals take place on flights. We might see Low Fair Lady, Chicago, O'Hare International Airport, Southwest Airlines Side Story, Fiddler on the Wing, Dreamliner Girls, The Flying King. But it would make sense for airlines to choose, well-known musicals that reflect their brand. So perhaps Ryanair, who successfully defended their title as the worst airline for service in the UK for the 6th year in a row in the latest Which survey, would obviously choose Les Miserables. I don't think so. And lastly, the Japanese Strange Hotel has laid off 243 of its staff members, but these staff members happen to be robots. Turns out that the robots that were supposed to reduce work for humans actually created more work for humans. These robots include Churi, an Alexa-style assistant who can't even answer simple questions about opening times or flight schedules. I guess it's more like a Siri-style assistant then. Other robots that have been given the boot are 2 Velociraptor check-in robots because they, essentially did nothing other than look like velociraptors, and 2 robot luggage carriers that could only reach 24 of the 100 rooms and keep getting stuck trying to pass each other in the hallways. In order to give their customers a better experience, the Strange Hotel has made the drastic move to replace the robots with actual real-life humans. Now, we don't know how this crazy experiment will work out, but if it goes well, this might see the start of a new trend of replacing human replacement robots with human replacement robot replacement humans. Yeah.
This week in CES with customer experience rockstar James Dodkins.